although the Most High did leave a remnant, you know, not although, but the Most High did leave a remnant, because we wouldn't have been totally consumed otherwise, right? But the Most High said He gonna always leave somebody sitting on the throne from the house of Judah, from the house of Israel, rather. Well, again, Zechariah 13, 9. So yeah, great death is coming upon the Israelites, and 2/3 gonna get killed, but there's a remnant that's gonna be left. Go ahead, bro. Start at 8.
Zechariah 13:8.
Yep.
And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, two parts therein shall be cut off and die.
Yep. But what?
But the third part shall be left therein.
And we always go through it. You have a pie, it's cut into 3 pieces, and 2 parts of it get eaten. You got 1 part left. That's that elect. Read that again.
And it shall come to pass that in all the land of the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
Right.
But the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire.
Right. I will bring the third part through the fire. Right. Go ahead.
And I will refine them as silver is refined. And I will try them as gold is tried.
So the Most High said they're going to be refined as gold is refined. I'm going to try them as gold is tried. Right. So when you heat up gold or any precious metal, you take the impurities out, melt it down, take the precious impurities out, and then you reform it again. Right. Like the brother said, you take the dross out. Right. Read verse 9 again.
And I will bring the third part through the fire.
Right, the other part that didn't get destroyed, I'm going to do this to them. Go ahead.
And I will refine them as silver is refined. And I will try them as gold is tried.
Go ahead.
They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God.
So it's clearly proven there that the elect come out of the house of Israel. You know? And they're going to go through that purifying process, which is all different types of things. You know? Troubles in their personal life, right? Troubles abroad as brothers together. You know, going through the time of Jacob's trouble. All these things are designed to purify them. You know, you're going to get a little persecution, but what's the Satan say? When persecution in one city, flee ye to another, right? You shall not go over the cities of Judah till the Son of Man becomes. Right. So no matter what, this word will go to the four corners of the earth. We don't have to go there physically. The word is happening. So what you see going on in the world right now, you're seeing this signal being shown among the nations that the Lord is preparing His Son to come back and destroy Babylon the Great and to take the nations into captivity, because you have what's known as the so-called UFOs or chariots being seen all over the earth. So we're going to get into that today. Go to Acts 1.
Which will be a great deliverance for the elect of Israel. Okay?
That's right. We'll get into that at some point, but let's go. Because also in the news you had this dude Elon Musk. He said this week that well, first Donald Trump said that America needed a space force up there in the heavens, right? So we know that they're preparing to try to fight against the Lord and the angels when they come back. And then this dude Elon Musk also said they need to leave the planet, right? Try to put colonies up on different planets. So these devils are prepared to try to leave. You saw that?
I seen one article where they said they trying to establish their base, not base, but establish their homeland from Mars to escape World War III.
And then this little cripple that passed away, Stephen Hawking, he said before he died, he said that if America or if human beings ever encounter an alien force, the best thing to do is run. Which these devils know though, but they're not gonna be able to get away. Give me Amos chapter 9. Read what you got, bro. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we'll do that. Go ahead.
Acts 1 and 1.
Yep, you can start it. Yeah, go ahead and start.
Acts 1 and 1.
Yep.
The former treatise have I made, O Theophilus, of all that Yahushua began both to do and teach.
Right. This is the account. This is the account of Yahushua when he came back after he was put to death. Right. So this is what happened when he showed himself to the disciples. Go ahead.
Until the day in which he was taken up.
Right.
After that, he through the Holy Ghost had given commandments unto the apostles whom he had chosen.
And this is before he was taken up, not before he floated up into heaven, you know, into the heavens like you show in your faggot movie, right? No, he was taken up. What happened? The chariot came and put that tractor beam on him to shoot when he was gone. It took him up. Right, he got beamed up. Like the brother said, beam me up, Scotty. He was taken up. He was snatched up by some force. Go ahead, bro.
To whom also he showed himself alive after his passion by many infallible proofs.
The Lord proved that he was who he said he was, because when Thomas encountered him, he said, put your hands in the hole, right? Put your hand on my side and know that I am he. You know, who was dead, but I am now alive, right? Go ahead.
Being seen of them 40 days, and speaking of the things pertaining to the kingdom of God.
So he came back, told the disciples, broke down a few things, right? And he left. Go ahead.
And being assembled together with them,
Right.
commanded them that they should not depart from Jerusalem, but wait for the promise of the Father,
Right.
which said ye have heard of it.
Go ahead.
For John truly baptized with water, but ye shall be baptized with the Holy Ghost not many days hence. When they therefore were to come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
So you can even see it right there. Will thou again restore the kingdom to the whole world? No, to Israel. You gonna put us back in power now, Lord? Because they knew that he was the King of kings, Lord of lords, right? And on his when they crucified him, you know, when they went to write what it was, they said this is the King of the Jews, right? Then one of the men said, no. We wanted to put that he said he was the King of the Jews, and the man said, look, when I already wrote it, I wrote it. It was through the Spirit to show he was the King of who? The Jews and the Israelites. Read that part again. Well, that was this time, yeah, verse 6.
When they therefore were to come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
You're going to take us out of captivity from under the Romans, and you're going to put us back in power like the scriptures say? Go ahead.
And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons, which the Father hath put in his own power.
Right, go ahead.
But ye shall receive power after the Holy Ghost is come upon you. And ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem, and in all Judea, and in Samaria, and unto the uttermost part of the earth.
Now that's a heavy scripture, because when you look into it, there's no regular disciples going all over the whole globe, right? So when is that part going to happen? That's happening now. You know, he said, "You shall be witnesses unto me both in Samaria, Judea, and in the uttermost part of the earth." Right? You're gonna be all over the place bringing this word out. Well, why? Why? Because the elect, Israelites, are scattered among the whole world, and among them is the elect. Right. So that's what we're in right now. That's where we're at in history. So that's where we are right now in history. You know? So this is how close we are to the Savior coming back, because the word is going out to the four corners of the earth. You know? You gotta forgive us out there. Brothers just getting in, you know. Also we suffering, you know, ailments and whatnot. So hey, you spirit, we'll just keep bringing it out.
That's part of carrying that burden as well.
That's right. That's right. Go back to the scripture. Just finish it off.
You start again at 8?
Yeah.
This is Acts 1 and 8, start again at 8. But ye shall receive power, after that the Holy Ghost is come upon you. And ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem, and in all Judea, and in Samaria, and the uttermost part of the earth.
Right, so you're gonna go all over the earth. He told the disciples that, right? And then when you go to Revelation 18. So let's read Revelation 18 and 20. Because there's no record, like I said, of the disciples going to the utmost part of the earth, right? But here in Revelation 18 it says this. Revelation 18 verse 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High hath avenged you on her. So how is it that the Most High is going to avenge the holy apostles, the prophets, and the Israelites on Babylon the Great if they never came to Babylon the Great? So we know for a fact that the holy apostles and the prophets are here alive and well today. Because the Most High told Daniel, you're going to sleep for a period of time and you're going to come back and prophesy again. He told John the Revelator a similar thing, right? So this vision is speaking right now. Hey man, hey. Go down, move down with your smoke.
You're recording?
No, I'm saying the smoke. No, I don't want to smell your smoke. All right, appreciate it. Thank you. Go ahead, bro. No, go back there. Yeah.
This is Acts 1 and 9.
Yep.
And when he had spoken of these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. That's
right.
The
so yeah, you can speak on.
That's the Chariots, man. He was taken up into the vehicle of the heavens, man.
Read that again. So it said while he was standing there, right, while he was telling the disciples this thing, a cloud came and received him out of their sight as he was taking up. Okay? Before you get there, you get there? So we're going to read Psalm 104 to describe or find out what this cloud is, what these clouds are. Yep.
Deshaun, if somebody could get Psalm 16, 68, 11.
Yeah, chariots. Yeah, we going to do that anyway. That's all right. No. It's good. Psalm 16. Read that.
Psalms 104, bless the Lord, O my soul.
Right.
O Lord, my God, thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty.
Right.
Who covereth thyself with light as with a garment, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain.
Right. Stretches out the heavens as a curtain. In the scriptures, the Lord said, in my house are many mansions, my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. So there, the Most High can stretch out. So, right? You can have even more mansions up there in the heavens, you know, on different planets. Go ahead, bro.
Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot.
I don't know why these people act like they can't. You can just walk through. Y'all don't gotta go around, you know. Like we said, we ain't really here to disrupt your life, but we are here to disrupt your life.
That's right, yeah.
Read that again, bro. That verse 3, I think.
Who layeth up the beams of his chambers in the waters,
Right.
who maketh the clouds his chariot.
So the clouds are the chariots of the Lord. You people gotta broaden your imagination, right? Because the Lord ain't gonna come down on a fluffy white cloud. He didn't go up into a fluffy white cloud, right? No, he went into a spaceship, you know, a flying saucer, if you want to call it that. Whatever you can describe it as. That's what the Lord went up into. Up into.
Wheel in the wheel.
Read that one more time, verse 3.
Who layeth the beams of his chambers in waters,
Right.
who maketh the clouds his chariot,
Right.
who walketh upon the wings of the wind.
That's another thing. We're walking upon the wings of the wind. If you go to the scriptures, the chariots are found all over the Bible. Different places. We'll get some of the scriptures, but hey, it's impossible to read all of them. You know, you can read them all, but we ain't gonna get to all of them today. But the chariots are, that's what's called the clouds of heaven. You know, some places they're called clouds, other places they're called a wheel inside of a wheel, they're wings, right? Different things they're called in the scripture.
Psalm 68:17.
Yep.
Psalm 68:17.
Yep.
The chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them as in Sinai in the holy place.
Right. So, hey, the chariots of the Lord are innumerable. Even thousands of angels. The angels are inside of the chariot, right? So go back now. You can't find no word about it. Go back to Psalm. And you go get Isaiah 66 and 15. And also, I'm sorry, Acts. And also Isaiah 63, Revelation 47. I'm off the verse. Okay, go back.
So Acts 1 and verse
Go back to 9.
1 and verse 9.
Right.
And when he had spoken of these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight.
Right. So he went up into a chariot, right? Go ahead.
And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel.
And these men were angels, right? They had a message for those men that saw it. So it's just like we was here now, and Lord was among us. He said, look, I want y'all to go on this mission, go and prophesy the word all over the earth. Then all of a sudden, shoot, he was gone. Go ahead. And then two angels came, and this is what they said.
Which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven?
Why y'all sitting here looking up into the sky? They was amazed, like, oh, where did the Lord go? Right? And then he said, the angel said, why y'all looking up into heaven? Go ahead.
This same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
The same way the Lord left, he's coming back. He tells you that in Matthew, you're going to see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. You goddamn Edomite scoffer. Hey, but it's all good though. The word is out there. They know who we are. But it don't matter. The word is going forth. So when Elon Musk and Donald Trump and these people start talking about this Space Force and they got to leave the planet, they're correct. But they're going to leave it not the way they believe, you know, because the Lord is coming back with that spiritual, that angelic air force.
And they know that. That's the reason why they building all them underground bunkers.
Right.
You know,
get into that.
space stations, the underground sea bunkers and things, so they can hide from when they come.
Right.
And guess what? They're gonna leave all you low-level 2/3 and Edomites here to get burnt up.
Exactly. We're gonna also touch on that. What you call it there, bro? Okay. Isaiah. Yeah, so read that. It says the same Lord that you seen leave is going to come in like manner. So it's going to tell you in the scripture. Go ahead.
Psalm 66, verse 15.
Yep.
For behold, the Lord will come with fire,
Right.
and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
So the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, right? And this is the reason wherefore he's going to come. One of the reasons. Go ahead.
To render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Go ahead.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead